Everybody, welcome to the Football Boot Hour.
Raw.
We've done that twice now. Welcome to the Football Boot Hour here on the Boot Wizard channel with me, James, and of course my co-host Andrew from the Lockhart Boot blog. A couple of little hiccups there, getting us live. YouTube didn't want it, but we are here nonetheless. In the house early, 17 Mango Boots. Boot Maniac Julio is in the house. Justin has joined us and is of course annoyed that we were late, but you know, mate, like. You know this part. Have you been here before?
Yeah.
Chris's Funny Kicks is here. The Boot Hall is here. Andy has Clippy's collection. Everybody
Literally as my client rocks in.
It's okay. Your client would like to know about football boots. I don't doubt it, Justin. Like, just get it on the system. Like, play everybody the podcast. Will, what's the name of the barbershop we'll promote while we're at? Like, OC Boot Blog's in the house. Ollie has joined us this evening. Technical difficulties again every damn week. So yeah, it's good times.
Justin, if you don't like it, make your own podcast.
Make your own. Yes, do go and check out the Bootcast Boys, the Bootcast podcast. Fantastic podcast. Another great episode out this week. Best wishes to Colby. We obviously hope he's back soon and everything is all well. But Justin and Matt doing a great job holding down the fort.
Absolutely.
So keep it going, guys. Now, this week, what are we going to talk about? Well, we're going to start by talking about all the new... Well, we're going to start by talking about what we picked up, but then the 6 billion releases that all came out. So we're kind of going to focus on those this week. We'll definitely be taking questions from the chat. It's a little bit more free-form than even usual. We will just see where we end up. With that in mind, I suppose you should start...
Do you want to do the new releases first and then do what we picked up?
Do you want to do your pickup towards the end? Is that what you're thinking?
Kind of, just because it's like a new boot and everything.
Okay, so Andrew has a really interesting new pickup, like crazy. Like you won't have seen it before. I promise you won't have seen it before. Yeah. If you have seen it before, you're lying to me. So stick around because we're going to talk about that. But
Sorry, I've just railroaded the podcast in the middle of the podcast.
No, but let's do new releases first, and then we'll do my pickup because mine's not very interesting, and then we'll do your pickup. So we've built it up now. It better be good. Okay, first new pickup is going to be whatever file 283 is. File 283 is... No, it's the thing. Hold on. Let's do... There we go. 284 doesn't have the letters on it. So this is the new Adidas, I believe they called it Immortal DNA.
Yeah, Immortal DNA.
Pack, which is essentially the black, white, red, dropping basically to allow for the Predator to have a black, white, red colorway because... it just should have. The thumbnail, of course, I went with the question, should this be the launch? So they used to release all the time Adidas, the Pred, in a black, white, red as the launch colorway. And then it kind of got changed a little bit. We didn't always get it as the launch. And then there was a period of time where, oh my God, we might not get it at all. Now it's definitely a staple, but should they still launch with it? So firstly, Andrew, I suppose, what are your thoughts on the pack? And then also, what are your thoughts on the question? Should they launch with the black, white, red Pred?
I mean, the pack's nice, but why wasn't this the launch? Also, like, the F50 and Copa both look really good, but at the same time, like, black, white, red's such a Pred colorway. Why don't you just don't do a pack? Just don't do a pack.
Yeah. This is very much my opinion as well, is that this didn't need a pack. This didn't need a whole pack. We will get onto another colorway release this week as well, which really reinforces this fact. But this didn't need a pack. It just needed a Pred. So this, like, the Pred itself could have been like the second release. It could have been the first release, and it just a standalone colorway. There was no need for a full pack at this point, I don't think.
Yeah, and again, we got everything here for the Pred this time. HG, AG, and FG outsoles, and like, it's just silly that of all the Preds, this one got the HG sole plate, and this is probably the worst Pred they've done in several years. It's just wild.
Oh dear. Speaking of bad Preds, I have been requested. David Hall is a member. He's always here on the chat every week. He can't be here this week because he is working, but he has asked me to essentially make the point that so him and his son have basically been wearing laceless for a while now. Like they transitioned into the laceless Pred. They absolutely love them, but he's super disappointed in the Pred 26 because of the move to the mesh. It's really negatively impacted the laceless option, particularly for him, to the point where he has purchased your Alpha 3. So he was like, he's not going to be here. He would just like to make the point that he thinks the laceless Pred is so bad that he's not wearing it anymore. So there we go.
That's frustrating. Yeah, it's what are they doing? Like, what are they doing?
It was an odd decision with the Pred in general. Like, I don't want to bang on about it, and I don't overall think it's a terrible boot.
No.
I just think that there was some odd decisions made, and it's one of those boots that really doesn't suit my foot shape at all. Like, I do not like wearing it one bit.
James, it doesn't suit my foot shape either.
Which isn't great because we're at two different ends of the foot shape spectrum.
Yeah. So
that's not a good sign.
Yeah, that's bad.
Anyway, Preds we're not huge fans of. We're not calling them terrible boots, but we're not huge fans. And we definitely think that in this instance, the black, white, and red should have been at least a standalone colorway. Even if they're not going to launch with it, it should have at least been standalone because we didn't need the Copa and the F50 and this to be a whole thing, a whole pack. Really.
Yeah. I love black, white, and red, and if I'm saying no, then
it's a pretty bad sign. So where should we rank ye olde Immortal DNA pack?
I really want to do meh, but the colorways are really good.
I'm all meh all day here just because of
that's fine.
Like,
that's fine.
That's where I am with that one.
Yeah. Just real quick side note. Again, my Copa Pure 3 review is getting random traction at random times.
Oh.
I think it kind of speaks to how I think that series is like secretly popular. Nobody talks about them much, but I got tons of hits of the Copa Pure 2 review I did. Okay. So I reviewed the 3, just kind of picked it up way after the fact. And again, it's still getting hits. So it's like, I've got to review the Pure 4 now too.
Yeah. I will not be doing that. But yeah, it seems to be a boot that people seem to go to you for. Like the Copa series seems to do quite well off your page, which is always nice to see.
Weird. Yeah.
And I just thought this would be a great one to now bring up.
Why?
Because why? This is like my why. Just
like
why?
I'm sure we'll get an all black of the other two, or hopefully it would be cool if they just didn't.
Why?
It doesn't make sense.
Two Copas in a week. They're both black bases.
Weren't they in a couple days of each other even?
They were in a couple of days of each other, yeah. Like, just why? Now, I know there's going to be a lot of love for
the blackout.
The blackout. Like, Proper Boots is saying it's great. OC Boot Blog says makes sense for Sunday and Saturday League players. Now, I don't have a problem with them dropping a blackout. I just have the problem with dropping a blackout and a black, white, red within 2 days of each other.
Yeah. Exactly.
And this could have all been fixed by the original point, which is drop the black, white, red Pred on its own. Then you don't have to do a pack of the other two, and then you can just drop this black Copa by itself.
And but James, they're being environmentally friendly, so it doesn't matter.
So they keep telling us.
Yeah. Say it however many times you want, doesn't make it true. I like this from the boot hole. The Copa line is Leeds United of the football world. Hold on there. One's cool, but nobody wants to admit they still like them.
Apart from
Leads were never cool. Leads were never cool.
But yeah, like I'm sure it's it seems like it's a fine boot. J Mike's review was fairly decent. You know, I don't think he raved about it, but he said it was all right. And then the black is fine if you like a blackout boot. And I wouldn't be
James is struggling to get the words "it's fine" out when it's blackout.
If you're new here, James doesn't like blackout boots.
It is very close. Ollie, I can kick you off the page. But yeah. Here's again my thing. Don't have the Copa line at all, and just have the icon and make an icon in a blackout. It's cheaper.
Yeah. I just don't see the point in releasing a blackout and a black, white, red in the same week.
No.
Like that, it irks me. I'm very irked. But I have nothing more that I need to add to that. I'm happy enough with Mech because it's not a bad looking boot at all.
No.
But I think, and there is an argument to be made, it could be higher, but not when you release two boots of exactly the same basis Absolutely. In the same week. So yes, Meh also.
It's getting nailed because of that.
Yes. This is a good idea. Andrew Palmer, for these boots. So if you're going to do the pack, what they should have done is an all-black Copa, an all-red F50, and a black, white, red Pred.
That's fantastic.
A good idea.
That's a great
idea. Yeah.
Unfortunately, great ideas are few and far between.
Absolutely. Clippy's Collection says James needs more pink. Yes, I do. I always more pink boots always. Let's shuffle on to what else have I got? Here we go.
The billion Tiempos.
To capitalize on top of my ranting about there being too many colorways. So this is the Tiempo Ligera Pro. Now there's two things I want to point out here. One, I only realized after I created this image, the thought came to me. The fact that I even created an image for a takedown model says a ton about how well Nike have put this together and how much like how the kind of hype about it, the interest in it, the fact that we are talking about a pro level boot as a standard release drop.
I mean,
means that Nike have got this very right from a marketing point of view.
Like Van Dyke was wearing the white, blue, pink ones in a match. So I think that really speaks to what
the marketing and this kind of like almost, I suppose, mid price point, 160 euros option.
It just goes to show like Nike nailing the landing of this and giving it space and attention shows what Adidas should have been doing with the Icon 2. You should have had players in the Icon 2.
Yeah, absolutely.
You don't have to give it a huge amount like space, but just some.
Well, like they've literally Nike have just put Van Dyke in it. Like I know there's another couple of players, but like Van Dyke is like one big athlete in that particular boot, and it makes such a big difference to the perception of that boot that it's not just some random takedown, you know. And obviously, same with the Icon, it's because it's named differently and it's kind of positioned differently. It's not just like, oh, here's a cheap version of what you had before. It's like this is a different boot at a lower price point that's still excellent. I think that's done very, very well. We of course got AG plates in some of these as well. I think the black blue and the white blue pink both got AG plates. I don't think the other two got AG plates, or if they did, they haven't. If they're getting them, they haven't got them yet.
The white blue got a hard ground plate as well.
And that's riveted, you said, didn't you?
It is riveted, which is cool. But again, this just came out, and it's 5 colorways in 1 week.
Yes, it is. To answer the question that will come up in the, not necessarily in the chat, but it will definitely come up in the comments if you're watching this on the edited review. None of these will be coming with the tongue. But don't expect this to be the only tongue model. Like I would anticipate there is going to be another tongue model. I I don't have actual 100% information on that, but I will bet a lot of pairs of football boots that there will be more tongue models.
Sure.
Just none of these ones here, it seems.
Needs more tongue.
Needs more tongue. But yes, so I think on one hand, I think they've done a great job with the two colorways they dropped together, the white and the black. So like the black gold, the white red. I also think that because they've done such a good job of marketing this boot and positioning it so it's slightly different, they didn't need the inline colorway in the white, blue, pink. I can't remember the name of that pack. But they didn't need the inline colorway, and they also didn't need the inline black blue.
No.
Especially when you've just dropped a black, white, gold. It's the same problem that Adidas have done.
Yeah. Oh, but James, if you look at the tags and you see, and you could see, oh, what's this? Move to Zero, part of Nike's Better World initiative. And this product is made with 20% recycled content. So you see, actually, they're being very clever about it. And if you think about it, Nike is actually saving the planet by releasing 1 million boots that'll wind up in landfills.
Yeah, I was hoping it was on the box as well, but it's not. But yeah,
absolute idiots.
I really like the white and kind of red. I think as far as black boots go, which again aren't like my favorite, I really like the black gold. That black gold, somebody did say this to me in the week. I can't remember who it was. Sorry, I've forgotten who it was, but they did message me in DMs, and I absolutely agree. I had thought it too. That black, white, gold looks suspiciously familiar because it looks a lot like, it's not the same. It does look from a side profile a lot like a boot that I have that didn't release.
Yeah. I think, well, you can put 2 and 2 together there on that.
Yes, I absolutely agree. And I just think the other two boots are completely unnecessary. Unnecessary.
I like this from Billy, PDL24. If you release 5 boots at 20% recycled, it's basically 100% recycled, right?
That is, you know what? That is genius. That is actually genius.
Yeah.
They need
how different is the shaping? The Maestro has the Ligera has a wider heel. If you've got wider feet, get the Ligera, basically.
So there's the two boots side by side. I don't know how well you can see that, but you can see, even if I've got the tongue in a really like stupid place there. If I do that, maybe, like you can kind of see how much wider and how much bigger of an opening you've got here, and then through the forefoot they are similar, but because you've got the U-throat tongue construction here, you've got so much more adjustability in this to kind of stretch it out. So yeah, wide feet, definitely Ligera, but even with that, be cautious of what is an absurdly wide heel area.
Yeah.
But a really fantastic boot, a boot I enjoy a lot, like a lot.
I do like, people keep saying Riggs had some great ideas about a toddy version, like a toddy limited edition that's like gold, or like a Nike by You version, which would be...
I will almost guarantee we won't get Nike by You in this.
Yeah.
A toddy version isn't out of the realms of possibility. He is like kind of the person they used for the marketing, and having him involved, I swear if they release a toddy version, they take my money. My money. That would be insane. Put the Totti logo kind of back on. Oh my God, yes, please. I'll take 2. And especially if they do it at that kind of similar, because again, it's 100. I know it's not cheap, but it's 160 euros. Which when this is 280 euros, like
yeah.
But yeah, I suppose. What do you want to rank all of these together, or do you want to rank them separately? I think together is fair enough, isn't it? So I would have put the black and red and the black and gold and the white and red in good, but the other two I think are so superfluous and pointless it drags the whole thing down. And I think it's only fair that after I've ranted about the Adi boots, that these
We
also
should do the same.
These also go in meh for me.
Yeah.
Which is a shame because there's some great colorways there, but damn it, Nike, we will use our podcast platform to make a stand, and you will be ranked in meh for releasing too many damn boots.
Yeah. Ooh, an R10 colorway would be nice.
R10 would be very nice. Yeah. Ooh. Okay. What is next on my list of things? Speaking of companies that release too many goddamn boots.
They released these, and then they released the creativity ones, which I'm sure we'll get to. But
you mean these ones?
Yeah.
Here? Yeah.
Here they released the same day.
On the same slide.
James, your screen has gone black, buddy.
Oh, that's not good. Can you still hear me?
I can still hear you. Your It says it did the whole your actual recordings at a higher quality.
Oh, that's not good.
No.
Okay, well, hold on. Let's let me see what I can do about that while we discuss these.
I'm gonna
discuss these and the stupidity of Puma releasing two. So these were the Chinese New Year ones.
Yeah, the Year of the Horse. Yeah, these look awesome. That's a great colorway. I love that shade of blue. The off-white. Oh, looks very good. It's going in crap. No, or maybe we'll put it in. Bad? Let's put it in bad.
Yeah,
and that is It's so nice, but it's so stupid.
I think that's and again, it's going to come down to exactly the same. No, that's the wrong one. That's the wrong one, James. It's going to come down to exactly the same problem because why release two colorways back to back?
Three, but those were same day, and then we also got the white gold.
Were they last week, or did we get another one this week?
The white gold pack? Was that last week? That was last week.
Okay.
But that was just last week.
Yeah. Sorry, I am currently trying to fix a camera while I'm here. I don't really know what's happened. I tell you what, 2 seconds, Andrew. Feel free to rant about those there Puma boots, and I will be back in a second.
Oh. But yeah, I just don't get why Puma thinks any of this is a good idea ever. Surely somebody in their company is we need to chill out on all this. Oh, the women's pack also dropped. Yeah, and again, the women's pack, that's fine because they don't have enough. Ooh, I see a James.
Whoop.
You are big on my screen.
Okay,
you are tiny, big in the.
I'm tiny on my screen.
No, yes, you are very big.
I see. I am.
Oh,
very
now
big
I'm big.
Oh, okay. All right. I see what's happening here. It's gonna flip.
Oh, it's doing based on who's speaking.
I haven't got it set to that, but that's what it's doing.
Hooray!
Well, I think we might just have to deal with that for now.
All right.
Yeah, that's just going to be how it is. But
yes. Now I am gone. Oh no, I'm back. So it's not even switching. It's just doing that. Oh, now it's back the other way. Amazing.
Oh my word.
Absurd. Oh, maybe if you pull a picture up, it'll fix it.
I tried, but from my end, it's not showing any pictures.
No.
So I think we are. Thankfully, we only have two boots left, and we've basically seen them already because we have two Tiempo Maestro Elites left to look at, which are the black and blue, and then the pack I can't remember the name of, the white, blue, pink, but it's just the Maestro Elites.
Yeah.
So, which this is. So hold on, we need to rank the two Puma boots, which are both going in bad, I assume.
We might need to try and fix the camera.
Oh, is it going crazy?
It's driving people insane.
Right, 1 second then. What about that?
Oh, yeah, that's perfect.
Yeah?
Yeah.
Chat,
yes.
Is that all right?
Yeah, let's just do that.
We happy, chat?
Yes.
Good.
Yeah,
okay.
Yeah, let's do that.
Sorry, chat. So, okay. Bloody Technology.
Yeah, seriously.
So both Puma boots are going in bad.
Yep.
Excellent. And then we have the 2 Nike boots. Now, the start of the week, I praised Nike because they didn't release a full new kind of blackout pack to fit in the Tiempo. All they did was they took the existing kind of shadow pack design, they made a shadow pack Tiempo, and they dropped it into the existing line. Brilliant. Like, that's exactly what you should do, is have this ongoing blackout pack, take that, drop it in. Amazing. And then the same with the pardon me, I'm very sorry. They did the same with the Tiempo. Obviously, that's a little bit different because it's an inline pack, but they took that, they dropped it in. Perfect. There's no need for brand new packs. We just take what we've got and we can just drop them in.
Yep.
So I was very pleased with Nike at the beginning of the week. And then they went and dropped like a billion other colorways in the Ligera. And I was like, fine.
Hey, we were getting praised for doing something right. Let's correct that.
All of my praise went out the window. The boot haul was not enjoying that flicking backwards and forwards. That was not going well. Sorry, guys. Okay, so both of those in Met as well?
Yeah, absolutely.
I think that's fair enough, really. Like, we have been harsh this week, but I think everybody has deserved it.
As I mentioned in the chat, I had an ex who used to call me Eeyore, so...
It's not usually me. You know what? There's a couple of things that will get me to immediately drop the levels of the boots in the ranking. One is black boots, because we just don't like black boots, and we've had quite a few of those this week. And the other is excessive amounts of boots. Excessive amounts of boots really irk me, especially with all these companies being like, "Oh, we're so sustainable, we're so environmentally friendly," and I'm like, "And you're so full
you're
of
not."
shit." Like, So
it was like only like 5 years ago now. 2021 was 5 years ago. Anyways, like Puma was saying how like, we need to be more environmentally friendly. We need to be aware of our contribution to this, blah, 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 blah. And it's like, obviously not. It's obvious, just all BS. It's just marketing to y'all.
Yeah, absolutely. What was it? It's Adidas. I'll see if I can find it. I'll drop the link in the chat if I do find it. But basically, Adidas had a conference, I want to say, and they were talking about a commitment to sustainability. This was probably 3-4 months ago, and they made a big deal about how sustainable they were and what their sustainability goals were going to be and all this kind of stuff. It's on LinkedIn, like it was reshared by obviously a few of their people, like their journey of sustainability, and all I could do was read it and think, full of shit. Like, you're
absolutely.
And then at the same time, sorry, go on.
Go ahead. No, go ahead.
I was going to say, and at the same time, this is only a few months after Adidas lost a greenwashing lawsuit in Germany because they were making claims about achieving climate neutrality by like 2050. And it was just basically proven that it was completely unsubstantiated. Everything they're saying was unsubstantiated. Yeah. And they lost a lawsuit in Germany for greenwashing. So
it's like all these companies afterwards was like, we need to relook at the global supply chains. COVID really taught us a lot. It taught you nothing. Yeah. Everything's gotten worse in terms of releases and stuff. We got more stuff coming out the ears than ever. Clothes, shoes, everything. I mean, again, 95% of all shoes sold in the U.S. wind up in landfills. 95%. That is absurd.
It is. It's absolutely insane.
So
it is mad.
Anyways.
Ollie does make a good point, which I will just bring up, which I think is correct, which is that Nike have stopped doing the kind of all-in-one built-in SG studs.
That's so nice.
for anybody who doesn't know, Nike's obviously we got anti-clog, and then Nike changed their anti-clog to like an all-in-one plate where you couldn't change the studs. It was just stud tips, and then they had an SG Pro which with fully changeable studs. They seem to have dropped the anti-clog altogether and just gone with the SG Pro now. I think anti-clog is a good technology. I don't really think they should drop it, but I do think that moving away from that all-in-one non-changeable studs plate is a big benefit. Because it was a stupid idea.
It's also very like it. If anybody, Ben over at Nuino has talked about this before about boots being made for repairability. How do you repair a pair of those where the studs have snapped off?
Yeah, like that you can't. Like
you have to tear off the entire sole plate.
Yeah.
So. Yeah.
Absolutely mad. Substance Football is in the chat. So for anybody who doesn't know, Sub is a materials scientist. So anything he says on material, I will take very seriously. Sub says a lot of brands do a lot of greenwashing. That 30% recycled content all these brands talk about is the requirement needed to avoid being taxed. There you go.
Hooray.
That's a piece of information for you. So they're required to do it to basically as a tax loophole, not because they want to. Here we go. So Proper Boot says anti-clog was pretty bulky. No, wondering if they'll slim it down and bring it back. So the actual when they got to the one piece anti-clog upper, it wasn't any heavier and it wasn't any bulkier. They'd actually managed to incorporate, which is why I'm surprised they've got rid of it, because I'm confident you could now do an anti-clog sole plate with removable kind of screw-in studs. Because if you took even as far back as maybe the GT2, maybe the GX1, the anti-clog sole plate wasn't any heavier than the non-anti-clog, than the SG Pro. I made a video on this. So yeah, they have managed to slim down the coating and the way it works, even though yes, originally those black anti-clog plates were very bulky and very heavy. So I'm surprised they've not using it anymore, because I do think it's very good tech for your average Sunday League player, because the average Sunday League pitch is ass. So
it was a smart decision when they had them on the premiers.
Yeah, very smart. I agree.
Derby did win 5-0 against Bristol City.
Woo, look at that.
The kit. Man, Andrew, those Predator power swords in background are beautiful. I had the kids takedown in a black, yellow, red. Please don't say kids takedown. It makes me feel so old.
Oh dear.
Yeah.
It's a requirement for Sunday League for the pitch to be ass. Yeah, that's pretty accurate.
Seriously.
Pretty accurate. But yeah, I think that brings us to the end of our greenwashing rant and new releases, which I've got to, like, if you've watched the podcast a few times, you know we like to go off on a tangent and a rant.
Oh yeah.
Brandon at S2S Creations, when he sees this, will be delighted. He loves a good rant, and especially if it's a greenwashing rant. That's my bread and butter for like, this is stupid. But anyway, we should move on to our pickups. So my pickup is not that interesting, because for the second week in a row, I have a pickup that you picked up last week. So last week I had my Mizuno Alpha Elites and Alpha Japans, which you'd had the week before, and then this week I got my Tiempo Lugares in, which you got last week. So I have to say I've been out in these once. They are a really, really nice first tier takedown football boot, and if they could just fix the heel. I was like, because I have so I don't have a wide heel, but I do have a wider like foot. So I was kind of like, I looked at it, I was like, oh, that's super wide, but maybe, just maybe, like my foot will fill it out and it'll all be like fine. I won't really have an issue. And unfortunately, it is an issue. Like it is so wide. So you can see that I've tried to put in like a runner's loop into mine here, which didn't. So all that really did was it seemed to not secure me in the heel as much as I wanted. Slight improvement. but it did obviously pull me back from the front of the boot a little bit because
So
obviously
made
you're
them a
locking
bit
your heel
bigger.
back. So so all I did was I left myself with a little bit more room in the end of the boot, which I don't want, and didn't
If you
secure myself in the heel.
and if you look at the non FT tongue ones, there's
Yeah.
nowhere near as much opening for this area either.
Ah.
And you can actually tell here, like it runs up just slightly higher, and I think that's because
Oh, hold on,
the
hold on. I
fold,
think I've got it. Yes, I do.
yeah,
Haha.
the fold here, it has to
Yeah.
fold over, right? And the
Yeah.
fold makes it lower.
Yes, 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 yes.
And even
I
though the lacing position's in the same spot, it's just the tongue
the
itself.
yeah is causing
Yeah,
it to yeah.
yeah.
I do have a pair of the obviously none of them are FT, but I have a pair of the white, pink, blue in AG coming in, just to do a brief comparison. So I will definitely check out those.
Yeah,
But yeah, I see
I'm gonna
exactly
grab
what you mean.
the HG,
Yeah.
and then I will get an icon. I need to get another
Mm.
icon so I can compare them to.
How much are these over where you are?
What would be like 110 euro?
Okay, so
Yeah,
still a decent chunk off. So with
yeah.
all that said, even about like my complaints about the heel there, I would still personally be very tempted to pick up another pair of some colorway of these, especially when they've dropped
Oh
into
yeah, yeah,
sale. Like,
yeah, yeah. 100%.
I really like these boots. They're so easy to just throw on and wear and not really worry about too much. What I do want to see if I can do is pull an Ollie. He is in the chat this evening, and see if I can put like another lace hole in. Like,
Yeah,
so
yeah,
can I
yeah,
put another lace hole in here? This might be better to do in a non FT version, but to
yeah.
put another lace hole in and get a longer set of laces and run my runner's loop kind of back here.
I reckon you see where the stitching comes up here
Yeah.
because it's reinforced on both sides here.
Oh, put it
I
in the middle.
reckon you can get yeah, I reckon you can get away with putting it like
Yeah.
maybe ever so slightly back and down from
Yeah.
the last lace hole there.
I agree. That's probably a good idea.
Yeah.
So yeah, I really want to do that to see if I can get it to just lock in a little bit more.
We know two people we could ask, and they'd be able to tell us immediately.
Yeah, that's very true. But yes, I would. This is going to be a boot that I recommend to a lot of people as a great kind of budget option. The upper is tech leather. It's not quite as nice as
No.
the elites, but you kind of expect that. It's almost
Yeah,
just more
yeah.
shiny. It's like a little bit
Uh-huh.
more plasticky. This is
Mhm.
the tech leather on the elite is more like a kind of leather, like whereas this is more like a synthetic leather. But that
Yeah,
some of that
yeah.
might come down to the finish. I don't know how much of that is just the kind of shiny finish on the boot as opposed to the different one. But yeah, it's my pickup for the week. I think it's a wonderful
Yeah, yeah.
takedown level option. And this and the Predator Pro are probably going to be two big recommendations for me this year for people who want that kind of budget
definitely.
takedown level option. And I haven't tried it yet, but I'm going to assume that once I do try it and I get the review out, the Alpha 3 Pro will also be another one. They'll
Hulu
probably
likes
be
them.
they'll be like the big three kind of new releases for takedowns that will be like really worth it.
Oh,
and I love that we have good takedowns now.
And because the DS Lite Pro is now going to silky wrap.
It is, yes.
Oh, that released this week. That's one release you missed.
Oh, did it actually release? I saw like an advert, but I didn't see a release.
Not, its pre-orders are up.
Okay.
They're doing the Nike. It's not available till the 12th of February. But yeah, so it's gone to silky wrap, and it seems like they're saying it's the same quality of silky wrap as the high ends.
Jesus.
And then they've even got the AG plate coming out as well. So
awesome.
I will grab both of those to review when they release.
Cool.
Perhaps there's some sort of mega review I can do where it's like the the DS Lite Pro, the Ligera, the Copa Icon. Yeah.
That would be I think people would really be into that, like a really good, like just high quality, like budget takedown options. I think that would be great. I would love to see that. What size would you be buying in those Asics boots, the Pros?
Size 8.
Just out of curiosity.
Size 8. Those are a bit long. 8 is a bit long for you, isn't it?
It is, yeah. In the Asics, I usually get 7.5.
Yeah. I cannot squeeze my foot in a 7.5.
Yeah, that would be insane. Because I know obviously I have the wider foot, but look, they happen to be here. But like the 7.5, I am like right on the end. It's almost a 7.5 in these is like the perfect length. It is perfect. So wonderful boots.
Yeah.
Cool. Well, I think we've held the people off for long enough.
Yeah.
We've made them wait for 40 minutes of us jabbering to reveal these magical new boots that you've got.
Yeah.
Please do show us.
So this is from a brand called PL Sports. James, if you don't mind putting the website in the chat, it's pl-sports.com.
Yes, pl-sports.com. Got it.
And it's a brand called Pingle. It's a Chinese brand. And this writing refers to, well, I'll get to that in a second. They've got a ton of information on their website about the stuff. The box is really nice. It even comes with a bag. And I got a nice little note and everything from them. That was very kind of them. And yeah, here we go.
Those are nice.
Yeah, these are, I believe these are Kinger leather. I have to double check. But they are so ridiculously soft. And so, yeah, they're doing like an artisanal, like their take on an artisanal boot. And feels like the leather feels super, super high quality. And you've got some nice suede on the heel.
I was going to say, the suede liner looks nice in the heel, yeah.
Yeah, it does. And it's a, artisanal boot. So is the sole plate terrible? No.
No.
It's actually, like, nice. And the studs are fairly short, so these will be great for AG. In China, a lot of people play on AG pitches or, like, really bad pitches, similar to Japan. So, like, they always do, like, there was an old trick that, like, Ben, our friend Ben at Nuno has done on his Preds where you shave down the studs a little bit. Yeah. So that's really cool. This logo, I was looking it up. It's the, okay, so a long time ago in China, like 5,000 years ago, they used to do divinations on bones.
Okay.
Or they would also write on bones. And this is actually the ancestor of a modern Chinese character that's also used in Japanese. But yeah, it's like the old bone script that they used.
That's pretty cool.
Yeah. So the new one in Japanese, the current character just means stop. But in the past, this actually comes from the original meaning was foot. And the extended meaning was goal or destination, which is destination means... And goal is probably why it now means stop. Yeah. So, yeah. And like the series name, I'm going to butcher this terribly. I'm sorry, my Chinese is terrible. It is Jiangdan Qing Xing, I believe, which is swords, courage, Qing's heart.
Ooh.
And it's like chivalrous courage and cultural refinement and stuff. And it's like, this is really, really cool. I love like Japanese brands do this a lot where they lean into like the Japanese heritage and everything and the culture and stuff. And we don't see that enough from Chinese brands.
Yeah.
Which is weird because China has such a cool culture. And like, it is so, again, the script's from like 5,000 years ago. Right. So like just relying on old histories and stuff to come up with names is awesome. So yeah, I tried these on already. I have to double check. I think I went true to size. I could probably get away with half size down, but it'd take some breaking in.
Of course you could, because it's you.
Yeah. But like
for the majority of people, you're recommending a true to size, I assume. Yeah.
True to size. Yeah. So they're listed on the website. Yeah, it's kangaroo leather. Thanks, Holly. And yeah, like the tongue, it's got this extended tongue, so it kind of wraps around your foot a bit more. And like the leather quality is absurd. This is like, people say I'm overselling these a bit, but I would say it's the same on like as some like your high end made in Italy boots, if not better. It's like a bit softer. This is maybe even closer to like made in Japan quality in terms of how soft it is. And they're very, very nice. They're going to. It looks like they retail. So the website said $177.
Yeah.
I do believe it's actually closer to 200. I have to double check though. But yeah, like even the insole is not bad. It's pretty nice quality. It's even got the writing on the bottom of the insole. Gotta turn off this bloody light. Yeah. Ooh, nice. Upside down. Yeah. So it's really, really cool. I love what they're doing.
Beautiful.
Yeah, quite a lot of Chris Wang, quite a chunk of Chinese market is into kangaroo leather. Not surprised to see these small Chinese companies are picking up this opportunity as the Japanese brands are shifting away from K leather. Yeah. It's interesting. I wouldn't call them like a Chinese Chinese Adler wouldn't be wrong necessarily, because even in these, you've got some decent snapback.
Yeah.
Surprisingly. I think my only criticism so far, and I love this colorway, the soft cream.
The colorway is amazing.
Yeah, it's so good. They've nailed it. I do wish there was like just one more set of lace holes maybe down to here.
Yeah.
But like that being said, like the fit is just absurd. And they've even textured the bottom of the studs, which I love. So I can, roll the ball around with the bottom of my foot. So yeah, I'm going to be wearing these a lot. These are really nice. Andrew Palmer's asking if you should do a narrow elastic in the Adlers. Oh yeah. Yeah, there's a wine red colorway that's really nice as well.
Yeah, I saw that on the website. That's beautiful. It's the wine red is very kind of Pirlo Tiempo-esque.
That is very much a proper boots colorway.
Yeah.
But I basically told them, like, they're like, what colorway do you want? And I was like, just surprise me.
Yeah.
Yeah, and these are super classy. Super, super classy. So, yeah, I love these. I'm very excited to test these out. I will be giving these a run around along with the Tiempos. Hopefully, towards the end of next week, I should be fully healed up. So
nice. The toe will be finally healed.
Oh, yeah. I had surgery again this week. So, yeah, they basically, don't want to get too graphic, they basically tore out half my toenail.
Nice. It's all right. We're like almost 50 minutes into the podcast. If people are here now, they're gonna stick through toenail stories.
Yeah.
Like
Yeah,
these are the hardcore.
Yeah. I would say people might not, since this is a traditional K leather boot, the stability won't be as nice as others, obviously. But yeah, I'll give up a bit of stability if they look this good and they're this comfortable. So yeah, they've done a really, really good job on these. I'm very impressed.
Nice. I'm looking forward to the review on those ones.
Yeah, I'm very excited. These are the smell even. It's just like you open the box and you're like, oh, so nice.
Did you see in the chat today, Ben from Nuino talking about how we can identify what factory boots were made in by the smell?
It's the smell. That is hilarious.
Like, what? So, so again, Ben from Nuino, friend of ours, used to be a developer at Adi. Literally says he can identify what factory boots were made in by like the smell of like particularly like the rubber on like the Preds with the SL rubber. He knows what factory it came from because of the smell, which is madness, absolute madness.
I suppose if you've been to the factories enough, I'm sure Jorma over at Hilo probably could too. Jorma worked at Adi for a long time as well. Proper boots. I'm missing half of my left big toenail. There's 10
Billy
combined
says,
toenails in this chat. Yeah. But yeah, these are really, really cool. Obviously, I'll do the unboxing, all the usual stuff. But yeah, it is impressive how soft these are out of the box. Like, this is a really, really nice boot. So, unfortunately, they are leather, so kind of
not for me.
Not for James.
Not for James. But that's quite all right.
But yeah, I'm super excited for these.
Sorry, I was just reading the chat, the question at the bottom here. We do have about 10 minutes, so we can take questions today. If you want to throw some questions into the chat, we'll be more than happy to answer them. We've got about 10 minutes left in the pod. If we get questions, we will. And then, of course, we will, as always, go over to the members-only chat as well. So this question here, it says, they're asking for a video, but I think we can answer this right now. How do Nike and Adidas choose players? Like what metrics they focus on, for example, like why would Nike lose Odegaard to Adidas? There is one metric and one metric only, and it is the amount of money that they can make. That's all they care about. So Nike will look at Odegaard and they'll look at the value that they place on him in terms of this is how much money he is worth to us and how much money we think he would make us as an athlete. And this is how much we're willing to pay him to get that return. Adidas will then look at him and do the same thing. And Adidas may have valued him higher than Nike did. So Adidas were willing to go to Odegaard and say, we will give you this much money, which is more than Nike offered. So he left. It can also be obviously part of a much bigger plan. So if you look at Nike in the, say, early 2000s particularly, and even up until the last kind of like 5 to 10 years, they were very aggressive with having as many players as possible and having a kind of blanket, the more Nike boots you see, the better. Whereas in the last few years, they've tapered that back into key players. So they're now approaching it from a different strategy. So that's like the overarching strategy as to how many players, how much money. And then you obviously narrow that down to like your Odegaard example. You have a quite simple case of he is worth this much money to Nike. They are willing to pay this much money. Adidas says he's worth this much. They're willing to pay this much. Odegaard in the middle takes the one that offers him the most money. It's pretty much that simple. Like there's not really much more to it than that. Some players they will like you can talk about how they value players. Like for example, like Saka at New Balance. New Balance will value Saka very highly because of his kind of like he's not just marketable. He is a perfect fit for the New Balance brand. But it still all ties back to how much money is he worth to us, and he's worth more to New Balance because he suits the brand, because he is like their brand ambassador, and he really fits in with the type of player that they're going for. But in the end, as with most things, money is the answer.
There was a thing when Nike announced they were cutting back on the amount of contracts they were handing out for sponsors. They're talking about how they wanted more characters like Marcus Rashford and stuff. And like people who had like who were doing social good, I guess we should say. And then I'm pretty sure they kind of got spooked out of that by the fact the media and the Overton window in general has swung so far to the right. They're like, oh, we can't back people like that. They'll accuse us of being woke or something.
Yeah.
So yeah.
But there's Nike do seem to have moved away from it more than I was expecting, because it did seem that like companies don't they again, it's money, but like Pogba with Adidas, he's worth a lot more money because he's so marketable. He has such a platform. So literally the number of here's a good example. Alicia Lehman, women's footballer, just signed for Leicester. She is not a top-level women's athlete, women's footballer at the moment in terms of she is not in your top 100 women's players. She's not going to be in conversations to win the Ballon d'Or and such like. However, she is the most marketable women's athlete. I think she has 8 million followers on Instagram and maybe similar on TikTok. She's huge, way beyond anybody else.
Yeah.
Because of that, she has a lot more sponsorship deals. She gets paid a lot more from,
Yeah.
your Nikes, your Adidas's than other players who you might consider to be significantly better. Bonnie Shaw, for example, Khadijah Shaw,
Yeah.
unbelievable at Man City. I guarantee
Absurd
you
player.
does not get as much money for her boot contract than Alicia Lehman does. And Alicia Lehman is half the player she is. Like that, I'm not saying Alicia Lehman's a bad player. She's still playing WSL level, but that there's the amount that you are worth.
Lehman's white and blonde though, so
well, that's why she's got 8. To put it bluntly,
it's Fox News. It's a Fox News aesthetic.
The reason that Lehman has 8 million followers is because of the way she looks. It's not just that she's white and blonde. That definitely is part of it, but it's the way she looks. Like she is, and that's what drives it. But but yeah, there you go. Just to give you another example.
Yes, Nike is absolutely going for more just individual athletes.
Yeah.
The thing is, Nike doesn't go for they don't go for spread anymore. They go for just the big players. This is why they don't have as many players on big teams. They don't need it. And they really don't. They weren't wrong about this. Like, they don't need to have so much presence because the players will do it for them. Yep. Players who are not sponsored, there's so many unsponsored players who wear Nike boots, and always the latest colorway, and who go out and buy the boots themselves. They don't get them from Nike.
Again, it is. You say, why would they have so few Nike athletes in a team? It's because it's they don't need it. And again, if you think early 2000s, Nike were new to football at that point. Like, I know, yes, you can say they had boots in the 80s, but they, in real terms, Nike and football started with Brazil.
Yeah, from 98.
98, exactly.
From 98, Nike invested $2 billion over the next several years into football.
Yeah.
Just to have a presence.
Exactly.
And they do this all the time the reason they bought Umbro was not for the brand. It was for Umbro's, distribution routes. Yeah. And licensing and everything.
Yeah.
Man City switched from Umbro to Nike while Umbro was owned by Nike. England switched from Umbro to Nike. Yeah. It was basically just to strip Umbro of their brand deals and get their distribution routes in the UK. And have a bigger presence, because the UK was traditionally a really bad market for Nike.
Yep. So that's what money at it. That's what you got to think about. So in the early 2000s, they're looking at spread. How much visibility can they get? Because they're not a recognized brand at that point in football. They're not a big deal. So they're trying to get here's our name everywhere. Nike is football. Nike is football. They're going to hammer it over your head. However, now we all know that anyway. Players wear it. It's everywhere. They only need a few key players to really kind of have that message. It kind of stems from probably the peak point at which this really hit home and they haven't turned back too much is when they let Lewandowski go. They were like, he doesn't fit. He's too old. We don't need to spend the money. Like, he can go. We don't care, basically.
I think with him, he probably only gets paid in appearance fees for whenever he does Polish national team photo shoots and stuff. And same with Barca. But yeah, he still gets new boots, but I'm pretty sure they're just sending them to him at this point.
Just there you go.
Yeah.
This is a great
Nike's been trying to get Andrew Locker's signatures for years now. I guarantee they have not. Which boot would you buy if you want to have a Tajin upper? Can't decide between the striker and the razor. Get the striker if you want a bit of a slightly wider width and a bit more softness out of the box. Get the razor if you want more performance and lockdown.
Yeah, I would pick the razor if you just want a straight answer to that. So this one's a great question from Ollie, OC Boot Blog. Is the Premier 3 now dead with the new Ligera? Yes.
Probably. Yeah.
I genuinely think it is. And I think that's deliberate. I think Nike have done that on purpose.
Yeah. Are full leather boots going out of fashion? This, every single decade I've seen this. I've got we've got an episode on this, don't we? From last year?
Probably.
Yeah. I mean, I saw an article from a website that used to be around called footyboots.com, and this was like 2011. They're talking about how Nike and Puma were both going away from leather. And again, they did this a couple of years ago, but there's a new King Platinum that's a full leather upper boot. Like, they're not going away from leather. I've got a couple of industry insiders who told me that their suppliers said their leather suppliers were basically saying, no, Nike and Puma are absolutely still ordering leather from us.
Yeah.
So, yeah, it's fine. It's going to be around for a while.
To answer the next question, so would Mbappe, Haaland, and
there's
Vinicius
stuff like these by these?
Yeah. Would Haaland, Mbappe, and Vinicius do more work than almost every UCL goal being scored by Adidas average players like Dorgu? Yes.
Yes.
The answer is yes.
Yes. Yes, I will get the new DS Lite Pro here.
There you go. Cool.
We talked about it. Was the Ligera the reason the Premier 4 didn't come out?
No.
No, the Ligera.
So the Premier was supposed to come out, and it wasn't
like
stopped.
2 years ago now. Right?
Yeah, it wasn't stopped because of the Ligera. I would say that the Ligera is somewhat of a reaction to the Premier 4 not coming out. I would say that the two have informed each other, but it's more that the Ligera has been informed by the Premier 4 not coming out rather than the Ligera stopping the Premier 4 coming out. I know why the Premier 4 didn't come out. I can't tell you, but I know why it didn't come out, and it's not because of the Ligera.
Yeah. Thin leather. There'll still be thin leather boots, man.
Well, those Pumas.
Padded. More padded. If you want padded boots, you want like Diodoras. And they're still doing full leather.
Yeah.
So,
cool.
Anyways,
that's the end of that, ladies and gentlemen. It has always been an absolute pleasure to have you all here. Hold on 1 second. Here we go. Schedule. So it was always a pleasure. Thank you very much for your questions. It was a really interesting discussion at the end there.
Yeah.
A very nice turnout this evening for the old live chat. Thank you very much indeed. Thank you to all of our members. We're now, of course, heading over to our members only live chat. So if you are any tier of member, we have 2 tiers, subs bench and starting 11. If you're either tier, you can join the live chat in just a second. It should be 32 seconds, 30 seconds, and we'll be going over.
No problem, Juan.
That.
Thanks for being here.
No, you're all good. Questions are all good.
No worries,
we don't worry about things not being your first language, because whatever your English being your second language, whatever your first language is, I won't speak. So there you go. So if you'd like to join us, you can sign up and become a member. Thank you to all of our new members that have signed up this month. We've got a good little host of members now, so thank you very much. And we'll see you in a minute.